Happy Thumbs Gaming. Booyakashaw.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming. Today we're checking out Episode 3, Gungathal Valley, where we find all 12 treasures in Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. Alright, so there's a couple of doozies here, so you'll want to follow along. As always, we have provided a downloadable map that you can find a link for down in the description of this video. And we will walk you through all 12 treasures, and they are in no specific order. However, we do kind of follow an order here. We start in the south, and we work our way north. So, out to the game. As I'm sure you probably noticed, stated down in the description as well, all 5 Sly costumes are required in order to achieve all 12 of these treasures. So, make sure you've completed through at least the 5th episode in where you get the costume. Otherwise, you will not be able to complete at least one of these. So I think it's only one that you miss if you haven't made it all the way to 5. But regardless, get them all. Come back another time. This video will be here. It is not going anywhere. So regardless, we're going to grab this one. It's a little purple fetish little thing over here. Ruby crystal, that's right. And we're going to take it and we'll run it all the way back. And then we're going to head back on over to the southwestern side. After a quick peep to see where we need to go, we're going to head over there. Like I said, feel free to follow our line, as there are many ways to get to our destination. But once we're here, this may be the important part you want to take notes on, because some of these are a lot easier than others. And there are definite lines that you need to take in order to make it back in time, as I'm sure a few of you have found out. And I'll tell you, it's probably a heck of a lot easier to get these when you're not trying to record them and make them look all perfect, too. So there's been a few times where I was almost there and fell, or got to the destination and fell, and had to start over because I wanted it to be a nice, beautiful, clean pass for you guys, so it wasn't a bunch of jibber jabber. All right, this one's a tough one. You're gonna have to climb all the way around, use that mushroom bouncer to get up there, use the cane hook, or you could paraglide over the top, and then it's just on from here. We used the double bounce, and it got us right home, and we suggest you do the same. But that one's kind of tough to get to. It's all about timing. You got to jump up and hit your hook, then slide just for a second, and then grab it. Or jump, I guess. This one is not so hard. This one is, I took kind of a roundabout way to get there, too. But we're going to go ahead and cross the river via this rope. And we'll give you a peek at the map to see where we are. I guess it's not a river, it's a giant lake. Even though there is a river flowing through it. A river flows through it. Yeah, buddy. All right, turbo back across the rope. Then we're going to head up and around and use this mushroom bouncer. You know, that thing right there, I swear, half the time it worked for me and half the time it didn't. I had to restart quite a few videos, or captures, I should say, in order to get it right. So many times I'd get there and I'd try to jump and it just wouldn't bounce. It just wouldn't. It's like a giant rock. Alright, this one, we're going to follow the arrow over here in the corner and drop right down on that giant reptile. There's actually a split here. There's a left and a right way, and we'll actually be doing both of those. But we'll start with the left one, which requires the prisoner suit. And smash it with your 8-ball. And then you can go ahead and use the saber costume to jump across those icebergs and make it back to the treasure. As you can see, it's way off the map up in the corner there. And yes, we're ready to take it back without getting any damage. We are aware of what goes on. Go ahead and use the saber suit to get back across. And then this was kind of a trial by error for us, but we found that it was best to use that dinosaur catapult to launch you up and then use this stinking mushroom again. There's a prime example of me not hitting it right on and almost failing right there. But luckily we had a little extra time, and we will be able to move on to number 6. Boy, we're halfway done almost already. We'll follow this same line back over here. This time we'll get a nice little boost from the geyser. Drop right back down into this little split, and we're going to take the right-hand way this time. And we'll take out the baddies, because you don't want them rushing up on you once you get the treasure, making you restart. Give you a quick peek to see where it is. Once we get it, we'll grab it. Make sure you jump. There is a kind of a blind hole there that is real easy to miss and fall down. We'll again use that catapult. I found too that once you're in the air, you almost have to tap R1 for parachute twice. For some reason, it like defaults your chute. I think it's because you get over, I don't know, over a rope, and I really don't know why, to be honest with you. It's probably something I was doing, but I found it consistently doing that. Now, as you can see, that we just grazed right under one right there. There's actually one up in that skull of that dinosaur, which is kind of a tricky one. But we're going to go right by it and get all the way into the corner and duck down below. And look at this. We're actually right close to where we just were, but we're going to use this ball and chain, not to be confused with the wifey. And we'll go ahead and slam the wall with the 8-ball. Get up there, grab that treasure, which looked a little bit like another character in the video games. And then we'll switch on back and we'll roll out. Gonna head this left side. It's the same pattern. We're gonna go right out the end of the cave, go bounce off that catapult, hit the R1 twice to get the double shoot, head right for that mushroom that cooperates when it wants to, get all the way up to the hideout. Yeah. All right, 6 in the bag. Moving on. Sorry, 7 in the bag. I can't count. All right. Bet I made you double take on the old numbers down there. You probably, wait a minute, did I? Oh. Regardless, we're headed to number 8. You want to climb up that rope right off the bat because you want the highest point possible so that you can paraglide and use the geyser to get you all the way up there. You can try all you want from down below and you can come close and you might even make it, but I highly suggest going right up the way we did. Come right back up. If you can, get back up there and ride that rope right back. If not, there's a lower one you can fall to as a plan B, and booyakashow, 8 treasures in the bag. All right, moving along to number 9. Oh, yeah. All right, same line. You're familiar with this, huh? Except for this time, we're going to drop right down here and head down to the waterfront, and there happens to be one right there. We're going to grab this bad boy, turn, head that catapult up, hit the R1 twice. As you can see me drop a chute and come back. That's not me off the button. I have to do that for some unknown reason again. And check it out, cave painting, hours. Some Neanderthal's probably not happy about that. What's up, disaster to society? We might actually be getting some help from Disaster here in the near future. We had a little talk the other day, and he might be contributing a little. We'll see. We'll see. And regardless, we're going to drop down, and as you can see, this is a nice little tricky one that does require the suit from episode 5. This is tricky. You're going to hold R2 to stop time and try to make it all the way around. It may take you a time or two, but I assure you it is possible, as you just saw us do. Once you get in there, it opens it for good, and now it'll be open. You can grab that treasure and bounce out. Hoppity, hoppity, hoppity. Make it all the way back, and guess what? I wonder how we're going to get up. Well, we're going to use the saber suit to get across, and boy, we're down low. Oh, let's use this catapult. Boy, I had no idea how useful that guy was going to be when I first saw him. Boing. Get all the way up top and drop it off, and Grizz's lair key is now ours. We can go raid his apartment, eat his milk and cookies. I don't know if he's got any milk and cookies, but we can at least raid his fridge and check it out. All right, on to number 11. We're going to use that same path, except we're going to take a right and get up on this nice iceberg up here. We're going to follow these ropes all the way across. We're actually going to this far corner iceberg over here with the rope on it, as you can see. We're going to get up to the top. I give you a quick little peek just to show you where we're climbing up, because I know this can be a little confusing sometimes to follow. And we'll get over to this little barrel of arrows, and we'll pull out our bow and arrow. We thought about shooting that pterodactyl, but yeah, I don't think we got the reach. So we'll get all the way across, then shoot the other target. And as you guessed it, that's right. This thing will spin to win. Get in there and grab that treasure and head back to the hideout, which is just a paraglide away. Bum-ba-dum. All right, so we'll jump all the way across to this little stuff, this little hut, and drop down on the front side, and booyakashow, 11. Done. Moving on. Last one, 12. Same line, familiar with this, eh? Tried to keep it consistent for y'alls. Drop right down and basically turn a 180, and we find another barrel of arrows. Go ahead and aim, shoot, booyakashow. I don't know if you get money all the time or if I'm just awesome and get money for bullseyes. I have a knack for always going for that little red circle in the middle. But I seem to get paid every time, so I'll keep doing it. This one requires the armor suit from the first episode, which you obviously have by now because you couldn't progress without it. And I'll get it right one of these days. My timing be a little off. We'll hop up and we'll grab this last treasure and make our way back to the hideout. Yes, we know. Come on, come on. All right, jump across. I highly suggest switching back to regular Sly if you haven't already to make sure that you can turbo across there. And one last time, we should give him a name. What do you think? I can't think of any names. Something the catapult. I don't know. Put your name down below. Give us some suggestions. He needs a name. We need your help to do it. But that'll go ahead and wrap up Sly Cooper Episode 3, where we found all 12 treasures for the Gungathal Valley. Feel free to head on over to Facebook and Twitter. And as always, the option to subscribe and vote is up to you. And HappyThumbsGaming.com. Till next time. Slow.